Hey everyone, this is Ashwin here. In this video, we're going to see about how to create and deploy the smart contract using Ethereum. So for this project, we are going to create a Solidity file, that is the smart contract, and we are going to create a counter function like a counter smart contract. You can also change it for some bank functions like deposit and withdraw, and you can also go for some loan transaction or any other smart contract you can think of. So I'm just going for a basic use case so you can understand it clearly. So let's create a new file. So let's call it as counter smart contract dot sol. So this is our Solidity file. So if you go to this tab, you can able to see the language and the compiler version, and you can able to compile the smart contract. So let's write the smart contract now. First, we need to define the Solidity version, that is the basic version. So pragma Solidity. So I'm going to use the version 0.5.0 and use a semicolon. So this is the minimum version that the smart contract can support. So we can define the compiler here, and it can go up to 0.8, I guess. So I'm just going to use 0.5. You can also use some other version if you want. So the functions may vary for the future versions. Now let's create the contract. So contract, the contract name, that is counter. Let's open the curly braces. Now we need to have a variable for the counter. For that, int private count equals 0. Initially it will be 0. I have declared the variable as private so others can able to access that variable apart from the contract functions. Next, we will use the increment function. So function increment counter public. So this is a public function. Now inside the function, I'm going to increment the count by 1. So count plus equals 1. So here I didn't pass any parameter. You can also pass a parameter of how much you need to count or how much you need to increment. So if you are using some bank application, means for deposit, you need to have the amount as a parameter, and you can able to add the amount to the balance. Like that, you can able to create a separate contract. Now let's do it for decrement. So function decrement counter. Again, it's a public. Now inside that, count minus equals 1. Now after this, we need to use get count in order to display the count. So function get count. Now here public constant returns integer. So this will return integer data type, that is the count variable. And inside the function block, we will return count. So I think we are getting some error here. So let's see it. What's the error? Okay, here you can see the constant was removed. So we will remove this constant. Now the error has been cleared. Now we can deploy this smart contract in the Ethereum wallet using the bytecode, or else you can able to deploy it here itself. Let's compile it. So I think it's already compiled. So if you go for compilation details, it will show you the bytecode, ABI. So these two things are important. So ABI is application binary interface, similar to API, and all the other informations are there here. Even they are mentioning the assembly language. So we can easily copy and paste this code in the smart contract. So again, it shows some warning. Okay, let's change the version to 4. Now it's compiling again. Here also shows the same thing. Let's use public constant compile. Now it's not showing any errors. So we can able to see the tick mark here. That means it is compiled successfully. So as you can see here, you can deploy and run the transactions for demo purpose. Let's do it now. So here JavaScript and some demo account is there, gas limit is there. Let's deploy it. Now it has deployed the function. This is the functions. We can able to click it and use the data. Now increment. So it has been executed. Get count. Now it's 1. Increment again. Get count. It's 2. Increment again. It's 3. Decrement 2. Like that, you can able to deploy it for the demo purpose and see whether it is working properly or not. Now let's deploy it. So this is the deploy. So this is the Ethereum wallet that I have shown in the previous video. If you didn't see how to install these dependencies, click on the top right corner of the video. So you can able to see and install all the dependencies. Now we have to use the bytecode. So for that, go to Solidity compiler here. Now compilation details here, copy the bytecode. So it has copied the bytecode here, paste it. Now bytecode, this is the bytecode actually, but we have to remove these things. So we will remove and add 0x and we will remove these things. So this is the proper bytecode, and after that you can able to see the green line in the box. So it means it is not showing any error, or else it will show error because they have changed some format. Now we will use private key. We need to use the private key here. For that, we will go to Ganache. Now here, select any of the account. So here, show keys. So this is the private key we are going to use. Copy this, done, and paste it here. Now say unlock. Now it's asking for sign transaction. Let's sign it. So like this, it will show something, raw transaction and signed transaction. Now we can able to deploy the contract. Deploy. Now it's showing the warning, or you want to deploy, because after deploying you can't able to change the contract after that. So it will be there until you break the whole chain. So I'm sure. So you can able to see it has been deployed. Now to interact with the contract, click on interact with contract. Now you have to mention the contract address and the ABI file. So if you go to the Ganache, as you can see, there is one transaction occurred, and we can able to see the current block. Let's go to transactions. So you can able to see this is the block we have created, and this gas is called the transaction fee. Even if the block is successfully executed, it will use some gas, and if the transaction is failed, also it will use some gas. It will be half the fee. So if you are dealing with cryptocurrency transaction, means make sure what is the transaction fee and how much gas is using. Now we can able to see the contact address here. Click on that and copy this contract address. So we can use it here. So after giving the contract address, so we need to use this ABI or JSON interface. So for that, we can again go for this compilation details, and here ABI is there. Just copy it. It will copy it to clipboard. Now paste it here. Now these two things are green. Now we can able to access it. Now it's asking for to use the function. So select the function. First, let's see the get count. So it's 0. Now increment counter, right? So if you have some parameters means you can able to pass the parameters here, and this is the gas limit, that is the fee. So generate transaction. By default, we don't have any parameters. That's why we are leaving it as 0. Now again, it's asking for confirmation. Yes, I'm sure. Now it has made a transaction. Let's see the get count. Now it's incremented by 1. Let's see the Ganach now. So we can go to accounts. Now you can see the balance has been decreased because we are using some gas fee for the transaction, for making the transaction. And here also we can able to see 2 transaction has been occurred. Now let's do some more transaction for increment counter. Now it has been executed. Again get count, it is 2. Now decrement counter, right? And generate transaction. Now run it. Let's see the get count. Now it's 1. So it has updated properly. So like this, you can able to create many functions and you can execute it. Instead of using this simple UI, you can also build up a website similar to HTML. For that, you have to install some Node.js and create a simple website for that. Maybe we can cover that in a future video. So this is like a simple overview of the blockchain and deployment of the smart contract. And as you can see, the transaction count and the current block has been increased, and we are also losing some Ethereum because of some transaction fee. So we can't able to see in detail because the transaction fee is less, because Ethereum cost around like 2 lakhs now. So 1 Ethereum is equal to 2 lakhs. That's why it's not showing the full amount. So these are the basic components you need to know before you deploying the smart contract. And I think that's it, guys. This is a basic overview of blockchain. So we have seen how to create and deploy the smart contract using this Ethereum and Solidity. You can able to create some new functions corresponding to your application and deploy it in any of the interface. We will see some more components in the later part of the videos. That's it, guys. If you have any other tricks or any other approach apart from this, please leave a comment below. It will be very helpful for others. If this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel for new videos. Stay tuned for the next video.